Hi, a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. A few weeks ago we made graham crackers and they were so delicious. Now I know a lot of my viewers are either celiac or gluten intolerant, but most cookies transfer very easy to gluten free. So today we're going to make gluten free graham crackers, and because I like them I'm going honey made and cinnamon. So what are you waiting for? Let's get baking. We start our recipe off with some soft butter. I've got 70 grams, that's about 2.5 ounces, and I've got 1/3 of soft brown sugar. Now let's get and cream that butter and sugar together. When you have this beautiful sweet butter, we're going to add a little under 1/4 cup of beautiful honey, or about 3 tablespoons. Add in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now beat the honey and the vanilla in with the butter and sugar. Now the flour I'm using is a gluten-free all-purpose flour. I know Bob's Red Mill make them in the US. We've got different brands here in Australia. And if you want to, you could go half and half white flour and brown rice flour. It really makes a great flavor. But I'm going for the full 2 cups or 250 grams of plain white gluten-free flour. Add to that a teaspoon of baking powder. Now I like to add cinnamon into my cookie dough, so I'm going to go with 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Now I'm using almond milk, 6 tablespoons. You can actually use any milk you like. If you want to go with regular full fat milk, please do so. But this actually is the almond milk we made on our channel. So it's beautiful, fresh almond milk. And now we're going to start to draw this dough together. Just gently start mixing it with a spoon to start with. And then you need to get your hands in there and start to pull this cookie dough together. Now, if as you draw your dough together it's too sticky, add a tablespoon of flour in at a time until you get something that doesn't stick to your hands, but is still nice and silky and smooth. Now, I want to chill this in the fridge for an hour, so it makes it easier for when we roll it out. Now, when your dough has firmed up, I'm actually just going to work with half of this dough, so I'm going to cut it in half. I want to dust my counter with some flour. Pop your dough down, sprinkle a little flour on the top as well. Now, this sort of dough may crack a little bit because it is very short, and you are going to have to be a little more gentle because it hasn't got the gluten in there to sort of hold it together. Now roll that out till it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. Then I've made a little cardboard cutout of a graham cracker, and what I'm going to do is just use that to take my knife and then just cut down nice straight lines. I'll move the template over again. Now, a pizza wheel is a really easy way of cutting these cookies, but I haven't got one with me where I am. Now, same process for across. I'll just move the little remnants away. Now, I'm just going to score the center of the cookies. Now, I'm just using a fork to mark the tops, just like the real graham crackers. Now I like to sprinkle some cinnamon sugar over the top of these before they go on the tray. And then I'm just going to lift those up, and we're just going to drop them on a baking tray lined with some baking paper. Now you do want to leave a little space between the cookies. They may rise a little. Now I like to chill this cookie dough for about 20 minutes to 40 minutes before it goes in the oven. We preheat our oven to 150 degrees Celsius, that's 300 Fahrenheit. And we're going to bake these for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. When they're golden brown, they're ready to come out. Now I've got 15 crackers cooling on my rack here, another 8 just cooking off in the oven. Look at these, they're beautiful. Now even though that's still a little bit hot, it's got a lovely crack to it. The house smells wonderful. I've got a big tray of gluten-free honey-made cinnamon graham crackers, or graham crackers. And earlier we made the regular graham crackers, the non-gluten-free, and we made some really delicious granola s'mores bars, which were just to die for. So get and check that video recipe out as well. In the meantime, I better give this a try before I go. Here goes. They're crispy and really delicious. So if you're gluten intolerant or celiac, get and try this recipe. Have some fun, make some of those wonderful cheesecakes with your graham crackers. Be good, share this video across social media with your friends and family, and I will see you next time. Take care.